Ho! Merry Wolfmas, everybody! My name is Santa Wolf, and today we have an update video to a previous video that IGN did. This video is called Sorry, but Sonic the Hedgehog was always good, which is a hard counter to a previous video they made called Sonic was never good. And I've checked the list, and I'm checking it twice. It seems IGN is on the naughty list. So let's see what this video is all about. Will they be getting something nice in their stockings, like a copy of Sonic CD from yours truly? Or will they be getting a lump of coal, aka Shadow the Hedgehog, in their stocking? Let's find out when we take a look at this video, shall we? Let's get right into this. Naughty, naughty, naughty. That's what IGN was. Let's find out where they're at right now.
Now, speaking of colorful characters who are exploring the multiverse, Sonic Prime premieres on Netflix this week. That's a show. We already got a Sonic game.
Reactions to it on my Patreon.
We'll talk about Sonic the Hedgehog in a sec. Let me do the segue. Obviously, we got Sonic Frontiers. We found out this week that it sold 2.
Pause real quick. I know you guys hate pausing, but I'm going to say something real quick. This is one of the original dudes from that video. I remember him correctly. This is the dude that said something about having sex with a cat. I think that was him. He was one of the dudes. Anyway, sorry. I won't be pausing. Just had to bring that up. That's the only original guy I see in this video. Let's continue.
5 million copies, which is very good for.
I think that's him.
IGN has sort of a reputation for not liking Sonic. I believe we're on the record. You know, actually, just Akeem, you.
Yeah. So this is the thing. You know, IGN. I will say this officially hates. I'm just kidding. I'm not about to say it. I'm not about to say it.
Just be real. Be honest.
IGN does not hate Sonic. I just want to make this fast because you know when you're talking about this particular subject matter, you gotta go fast.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this.
There was something from IGN's past that I'm sure a lot of people, specifically Brian, would have preferred if it just stayed buried beneath the hundreds of thousands of videos that have come out since its posting. Sonic Frontiers here, and you heard what Max just said, and the upcoming Sonic Prime Netflix series upon us. I figured I'd dig up a slice of nostalgia to present to you.
Look at him, he's smiling. He knows what he did. Look at his face.
Few things on an episode of Game Scoop about a little blue hedgehog.
So he knows what he did, chat.
Brian, right here. You see this? This is IGN's past. Now you're probably asking yourself, yeah, what's in? It's
a coffin, chat.
You're probably saying like, what's in this box, Brian? Well, look at that. It's Sonic.
He's been in there the whole time.
Both
I did not
Sonic.
know where this is gonna go.
I drudged this up just for you, Brian. Now, 6 years ago, both Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces were 2 games released by Sega. And while talking about Sonic on Game Scoop, Brian, you were clearly kind of wavering. You were like biting your tongue on how you truly felt about Sonic until you decided to just unleash a litany of hot takes like you were zooming around Lava Reef Zone and Sonic.
Oh, snap!
You had this
He's making Sonic references, guys.
Real point where we need to admit that this was never really a great franchise. We keep trying and trying and trying to find this thing that was never really actually.
He said this on the year Sonic Mania came out.
It was never really a good franchise.
Never good.
Well, I'm sorry. We're well over, believe it or not, 100 Sonic games, 2 movies, a long-running comic book series, and 6 shows, with 2 of them being voiced by America's lovable 90s blur Jaleel White. Did he do that? Yes, he did. He was Sonic.
Is he like the Sonic fan stand guy?
Great franchise. No, you don't.
Roasting him right now?
Hey, I'm in the middle of something. Yes, you look. When you besmirch Sonic, you besmirch everyone associated with Sonic, okay?
Okay.
I'm just going to say that right now.
No, it's true.
Now, I'm going to say this, like, I doubt we'd still be talking about him celebrating his 30th anniversary.
Right?
He was never really good.
That's what I said in my video.
I know.
Who knows? He's, like, immortal.
He
and
does
yet
look very young.
Yes. Yeah, you, Brian, now taking into consideration those particular points that I just stated that you rudely interrupted, you went even further by saying this.
I feel bad for Sega because Sonic is their is their biggest franchise ever, and they've been chasing this ghost for decades now.
Chasing this ghost is what you said. Chasing this ghost.
That one's debatable.
A-Man Rappy, which is not only a deep cut Sonic reference, but a ghost from Sonic Underground. It's a ghost. What I just said, A-Man Rappy is a ghost from Sonic Underground. Because Sega done caught that very elusive ghost in which you claim they've been chasing. And there's clearly a ghost in the machine. As
he's doing my job for me, chat.
Sonic Unleashed was a commercial success, selling over 2 million units.
Yeah.
2 million
Big
units.
W's for Sonic
The
lately.
Spinball here. I'm trying to. Amen.
Well,
was he on Family Matters too?
Amen.
He-
your ring. rings, Brian. You need to slow down. You're losing those rings, okay?
All right.
Looking at Sonic's core foundation here. All right, we're gonna go back to Sonic's core foundation, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Going
original
back to
games.
where it all started.
Mhm.
I have this to say in comparison, random comparison to Super Mario World.
Oh no.
Sonic 1 is a non-issue. It's a terrible game. Sonic 2, I think, and Sonic and Knuckles have redeemable aspects. Within 5 years of those games, you could play Sonic 2 and you could play Super Mario World in the same afternoon, and you realize which one aged better.
Which one aged
Ooh,
better?
that's subjective.
Adult beverages. Well, you know what?
All right.
Sonic 2 is like a nice red wine blend that's been aged in whiskey barrels. Giving it that like refined taste. But Super Mario World being like a nice tequila bottle. You've been saving when your friends come over for the holidays. You just want to crack it open.
Is this guy just roasting it forever?
What does this mean, Brian? You're probably asking. Well, it means
I'm asking that a lot.
Yeah. Well, it means they're both good and have absolutely nothing to do with one another's inherent enjoyment by anyone.
That's what I said in my video.
Because I wish I could have been on that couch during that game scoop, according to the.
I wish he would too. He would have been actually defending my boy.
Everyone else who were just in agreement with your statement.
Right.
Sonic was never good. Sonic was always good. And you can fight me about it, but using words, because your words set me on a path, Brian, that would see me changing the trajectory of my professional career, becoming an entertainer, all for the sole purpose of one day confronting you.
Oh my God.
About those statements. Many years ago, I was actually going to be a dentist at one point, but here I am defending a little blue spiky demon.
This guy would be me if I ever got to
Why
IGN.
do you have such harsh words about Sega's Golden Blue Boy?
Well, first of all,
Defend yourself. Defend yourself. He came in hard. I got
out of mouths right now, but no, because of you, Brian, I'm here.
I like this joke though. I like this bit they got
I
going.
apologize for a couple things. The first is that you would be making so much more money right now.
Oh,
The
fair.
second is, you're right. I apologize. I think that when I said Sonic was never good, what I meant to say was like, to me, Sonic has never been like truly great. Although Sonic had been consistently good many times before and since after. In 2016, when I made those comments, it wasn't exactly the best era for Sonic. We hadn't gotten
That's
yet.
fair. That is fair.
This new era that we're in now, we didn't get the Sonic movies. In terms of comparing him to Mario, I'll defer you to Sega, who did that first. That was their entire marketing for that character to begin with. Their entire marketing was basically like, this is what we have. We have blast processing, and Mario's fat ass is walking real slow with his old dinosaur. Do not have those things, so they're going slow. But I will say this to the camera, and to you particularly and specifically, Akeem, Sonic fans, I am sorry for saying that Sonic was never good. That was wrong. That was incorrect. I have since come around on that character. I have watched the movies with my kid and enjoyed them immensely. Sonic Frontiers is fun. I liked Sonic Colors. I liked Sonic Generations. I liked Sonic Mania. I actually was in New Jersey a couple years ago, rummaging through some of my old trash that I had as a kid, and I found a T-shirt that I made in school in the 90s that said, Sega does what Nintendo don't. And this is I'm a huge Nintendo fan. I've been on Nintendo chat for years.
You're not going back on there now.
Yeah, I know they're never letting me back on.
Yeah.
I basically had a picture of Mario with the with the no smoking with a crossed out thing on it, and I went hard on that.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
I was there. I bought Sonic 2 when it first came out. I bought Sonic and Knuckles when it first came out. I made that whole tower of Genesis.
The Tower of Power.
Plugged into each other that people could hop over. It was like 4 feet tall.
Genesis 32X, all that stuff stacked on top. Yeah.
You're right. I was wrong. When I went on that show, I was remarking on what had been like a recent era. And what happened there is I ended up speaking on behalf of all of IGN. And that's unfair because by that point in time, IGN had published several very positive Sonic reviews across.
Didn't matter. He blew that shit all out the water.
On the Game Boy Advance, I enjoyed it. My thing with him was that I've never truly connected with his games in the same way I have with Mario. But that's okay. Because
that's
I think
fine.
that, like, no matter what, something we can all agree on is that Sonic has been good, and it's Crash Bandicoot that's never been good.
Oh, hey, whoa! Don't insult the boy Crash.
Let's get it. Sonic,
That's a funny
you've been
side though.
great, in fact, you've been bad too. Like, let's not. You have been bad,
Sonic 06.
You've been naughty.
Okay.
Crash Bandicoot, you have really just been shitting this up for 25 years.
Brian, I want to present.
Damn. Hey.
I want you to describe to the audience.
I got one of those. I have one of these ready for IGN, actually.
That's great.
That's
put
great.
Sonic on my shoulder.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's a sweet little man right there. You're holding up an L, and that's for me.
And I want you to take this. This is
I will.
yours.
That is
Take
yours.
that. I'll take
Here.
that L.
It
I
lights
will-
You get an L from both him and
Just for
me.
you.
No,
I did not. I've had this.
I will hold that L. I was wrong. Sonic is good. Sonic has been great, and Sonic one day will be tremendous. And I'm sorry that Akeem put him in a small casket back there.
Hey, you put him in this.
You put him in there.
You bodied my boy.
He had to dig. He had to dig him
I
out.
didn't do this. I had to drudge
I
it up
would
so
never
that
go
you
on
get him out.
Amazon and buy a child's casket for a doll, Akeem. You
Wow.
did that, okay.
I got this from a Barbie set. Okay.
I have
What
more-
Barbie set has a coffin in it? Now I'm curious.
Yes.
So many questions arising from this.
It's yeah. It
No,
Mattel.
no, you're
Blame it on
look,
Mattel.
I'll say it again.
Okay.
I apologize to Sonic fans. I apologize to Sega.
Yeah.
Sonic is a great character. He's super fun. Gillo
He's
White
still
is
around
awesome.
for
I don't
30
know why
years.
We got dragged him into this shit. But Sonic is good. Sonic has been great, and Sonic will continue to endure for generations and entertain children and adults.
Like
all
me,
over
man,
the world.
children like
And
me.
Crash Bandicoot needs to step his shit up.
Brian.
Wow.
Brian.
Leave
Brian,
Crash
you
out of
say you
this.
like Sonic.
Yes.
Okay, name one Sonic level.
Uh-oh.
Green Hill Zone.
Ah, that's easy.
Far too low.
That's easy.
That's too easy.
That's too easy.
Nice.
Casino Zone?
Three
Ah.
Sonic characters
Oh,
Sonic the Hedgehog,
that aren't
that aren't the original three.
Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles?
And Max the Echidna.
Supersonic, Tails,
Oh, you meant like
Knuckles, Big the Cat, Amy,
He remembers Big the
You're a
Cat.
hardcore fan. You're a
Dr.
hardcore fan.
Robotnik.
I thought you meant
That's
invent your
enough.
own. I was
Did
doing
they name the rats and the rabbits that they put in the garbage cans at the end of levels? Do they have names?
They're not
Flicky,
they're not
Pocky,
rats.
Rocky. What are you talking
There's
about?
all- well, I think there are rats, but I think
They're
there's all
wild
types of different
animals.
They're like little animals and whatnot. Yeah, little critters.
Rats can be wild
You know, this
animals.
has been an
Ash.
emotional journey. I
Unless
was
you're the
gonna-
Pied Piper and like they're listening.
I was going
to
to jump to Crash Bandicoot's defense, because he used to be the Sony spokesman, but he's a
He used to
Microsoft
be.
property,
Yeah.
so fuck that guy.
Whoa. I guess IGN does hate Crash. They're gonna have to make a follow-up video to this one now. Way to go, guys.
5 years from now, we're gonna have to defend.
Yeah, I d-
Crash. Someone's
Yeah.
gonna be on.
Somebody,
Yeah, probably a lawyer, because he's
Some-
going to hit somebody with his car. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell
Some
you.
angry Crash some angry Crash tuber just got mad at that.
He was, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that
definitely
was-
going through something.
Oh boy.
All right.
Akeem.
Is that all you want to say?
And again, to you, I apologize directly, and to Sonic fans, I apologize. And Akeem, I'm sorry that that my comments put you on this journey that brought you here instead of becoming a dentist, where you'd be a lot richer.
Look, I'm fine. My parents are the ones that are disappointed. They were like, "What?
That's-
Really?
wow.
A guy on the internet?
So-
this is what you want to do, son?
Is that the end of this video?
Start taking classes.
There's still
at Second
more.
City. I don't know how many times I watched that episode of Game Scoop. Probably like
Damn.
16, 17 times. And
More than I
Just
did.
like doing
picked
pull-ups
it
like Clubber Lang and being like, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Had to prepare for this
Every
shit.
single, with every single passing day, we got new information about either Sonic Prime, Sonic Frontiers, like you
Sonic
said
Internet.
earlier, Matt.
It's been good shit.
Like it just.
And then
I just
Sega
had
had the
more and more
audacity to
ammo,
still send these
and
guys
at a certain
stuff.
point, I just had to stop. Like, and you guys know that because in our morning meetings, something new would come up about Sonic, and you'd say, "Hey, more ammo for a game." Like, no, I gotta stop. It's got. Brian's
Well,
gonna get
if there's-
bodied already.
If there's anything that Sonic fans understand, it's going really fast and then suddenly stopping because an object popped up that broke all the momentum for the level.
Wow.
It
That
definitely does that.
that's a Sonic Advance 2 thing, my friend. All right.
It's good.
Well, this is new. Showing remorse, IGN. If you had played nice, we wouldn't have to bust your balls. Anyway, guys, this video was really funny, actually. I like that they turned this whole IGN Sonic was never a good thing into an actual bit. Like, bro, they brought in my man right here. This guy is like making Sonic Underground references that even went over my head. Bro did his research, and I'm proud of him. That's why he's on the good list this year. And even the villain of the last video that we reacted to a long time ago, he's had a character arc. He apologized. I can agree with that. Also, that guy Crash comment, no, not gonna let that one slide. No, you don't get to say Crash is bad, even though it's a nice little joke turnaround there. No, you don't get to do that. That was actually funny. I appreciate them taking the piss out of themselves like that. Because, let's be real, it made a lot of Sonic fans in the past very angry, myself included. I made a whole video reacting to that video that they made. And yeah, sure, I may have overreacted a little bit, even though it was called Wolfie Reacts. But yeah, it just seems so disrespectful to, like, the franchise, right? Granted, again, at that point in time, yes, Sonic was in that not so great place. I think Boom had just... What was... Wait. No, not Boom. It was Mania and Forces. So yeah, we weren't really in a good spot. But, like, as I said before in my previous video, in my reaction to the IGN Sonic Was Never Good video, I gotta say, you can't just say Sonic was never good. You can't say franchise was never good when the franchise continues to exist 30 years later, right? Or I guess at that point it would have been 25 years later. Like, a series like that doesn't persist on just name alone. Like, sure there are some franchises that are like that, but I mean, it would, like, most platformers of that era died off because they weren't good. Like, Sonic had to have been good at the get-go in order to get the fan base it has. You'd want to hope so anyway, that it has the fan base it has after all these years, as it continues to consistently get Sonic fans over the years. Every generation has a new Sonic something. There's a new Sonic show for almost every generation. I grew up on Sat AM, some people grew up on Adventure, some people grew up on X, some people grew up on Underground, some people grew up on Boom. There's gonna be people who are growing up on Prime. Like, Sonic is like Ninja Turtles, or Power Rangers, or Transformers. Those franchises that continue to exist, every generation gets their version, right? And it just continues to live on. Sonic is one of those franchises now, where I almost feel like, despite the games, he has persisted because he's had quality outside of the games. One of the very few video game franchises that actually continues to get quality stuff outside of the games, and that does not happen. Most game franchises will have good games, really bad side stuff. Like, how many game franchises can you name that have good comic books, have good shows based off of it, have a good movie based off of it? That's rare. That is extremely rare. Like, I'm trying to think. Resident Evil has had movies, but would I say they're good? Maybe some people would argue they're good, but like, I wouldn't say they're good adaptations. Maybe, I don't know. It's subjective, but like, for the most part, games that get translated to books, TV series, movies, merchandise, all that stuff, rarely do they always wind up coming out good. Like I said, Sonic is like a franchise that, despite its games, continues to have good quality elsewhere. So even if you're not the biggest fan of the games, if you like the character, there's ways to constantly see the new stories for him with the IDW comics. Back in the day it was the Archie comics. You had the shows. Like I said, it's crazy how Sonic has continued to have good quality despite the games. Even though recently now, I'm going to say Mania was good, Frontiers was good, good starting point, and hopefully they build on that. But like, yeah, I think Sonic's in a really good spot. Like, remember at the beginning of this year, or whenever it was, that we had an interview with the Izuka, who said this was going to be the year of Sonic, and we all laughed and laughed and laughed. We were all like, oh, how can you say that after all the previous years? Sure, this is going to be the year of Sonic. I'm sure, Sega. Wouldn't you know it? Movie comes out. Fucking great. Show comes... Wait, not the show. Origins comes out. The game itself was fine. They did some questionable decisions as far as the music goes, and as far as Sega messing up the programming that Christian Whitehead and all his team did. We had the comics were out all throughout the year, all good, and then we had Frontiers, which kind of ended it off. Well, actually, no. Second to last thing was Frontiers, which was fine. I liked it. Good starting point, and hopefully a good building block for future Sonic games. And then we have Prime as the ender for this year. 5 quality Sonic products, if I'm not forgetting anything else, that are good. Sonic is on the up and up. Like, the franchise is going up. It's crazy how this is working right now. But then, you know, to get back to IGN, who is still on the naughty list. But this guy right here, dude with the nice jacket, he's on the good list. My boy over here, still on the naughty list. Still on the naughty list. He's getting a lump of coal and a Shadow the Hedgehog copy in his stocking. This boy right here is going to get a nice fresh copy of Sonic CD courtesy of yours truly. So the reason I'm going to keep IGN on the naughty list is because I can forgive them saying that Sonic was bad during that point in time. I can forgive all that. I can forgive that. Sure. I will never forgive them for giving Unleashed a worse score than Sonic 06. that's unforgivable. I know IGN has their whole thing of like, people like to make the meme, IGN, too much water and all those jokes, but like, that's unforgivable. I don't care how much you didn't like the nighttime levels in Unleashed. The daytime levels should have been enough to cover that. At least give it 2 more points higher than 06 if you felt that strongly, but this is also the same video that when they showed their review of IGN, or their IGN Sonic Unleashed review, they had a clip of them actually jumping over a boost ramp and into a cliff. That infamous clip you guys remember. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I gotta say, this is an actual funny video. I like that they brought my boy in to like roast him. He did my job for me, essentially. I don't really have to say much to this, but like, yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Sonic did not get where he is now based on like bad games. He had good games, some bad games after, some more good games, and you know how it goes, guys. There's a cycle, which was broken years ago, like they'd like to say, but you know, Sonic has persisted for this long for different reasons, and I'm glad he apologized for that. Might have taken a little too far, you know, back when I did the original reaction, but we've all grown since then. I'd say we've all matured. And best of all, guys, we got to hold the big W for Sonic this year. Isn't it great? Don't you guys love W's? I know I do. But yeah, turning the original comics into an actual joke was actually a really good bit on them. Congratulations, IGN. You actually made me laugh here and there. It also kind of coincides where we were like, remember when Frontiers was first revealed and they showed it on IGN? And we were all like, why would they give it to IGN? You know, I guess time heals all wounds. But I'll never forgive them for that, Unleashed. I'll never forgive them for that. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this. Merry Christmas, everybody, or whatever holiday it is you celebrate. Hopefully, you guys do it safely. And I will see you all very soon. Till then, guys, take care of yourselves. Stay tuned.